Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you for joining me for the live stream. We are in chapter 44-49. So we have 11 stages, guys. That is right, 11 stages until we are done with chapter 44, moving into chapter 45. And level efficiencies are definitely there, guys. We have been pushing quite a bit, and we're at 200, about 200 plus level deficiencies for 4460. So I feel like we're going to have a little bit of time before we're going to get through here. I set the bat out. I'm going to go through here, run Lucretia, try to finish out this chapter. This is the farthest that I've ever been in AFK Arena. And there we go. Lucretia gets that one done. But we want to see, and I want to see what chapter 45 looks like. Because again, we have not gotten this far before. So we're just going to continue the progression. And I'm hoping that I don't have to run the Thor and Cheese. We might have to, but we'll go ahead and let this run. What's going on? We got Polar here, Blue Crimson. Peter is here as well. Rainbow Cat, Matthew, Rambola, Love Rambola. Devin is here as well. Lewinsky, Venom, the Nuki Sandwich, and Fire as well. Again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for the stream. Hoping that we can finish this out. We have quite a few summons. Still trying to build out the Awakened version of Taylene. Still building out Valoris as well. So we do have a couple heroes that we're really focused on building. Overall, Hunting Fields is up, guys, if you have not seen as of yet. I do not have a team for the Hunting Fields. We've kind of went back and forth, so I think there's going to be a couple invites for the Hunting Field coming pretty soon. But overall, guys, not going to be ultra competitive in there, honestly. I'm going to be focused more on just getting the loot. We'll go through there, we'll kill the bosses, all of that. It takes a really big time commitment to being super competitive with the Hunting Fields, which is kind of the reason that I'm not going to be super competitive. What's going on? Toxic is here. Adrian is as well. Do you know, is there a level cap for players level? Yes, Rainbow Cat, there is. Now you get 5 levels on the 5 levels on the Resonating Crystal for every ascended hero. So I believe right now the cap is 8. I believe it's like 815. Might be a little bit higher. Let me know if you know what the cap is, but I think it's 815, maybe 810, 820. There is a level player cap at this point. And again, every single hero that they release raises that cap by essentially 5 levels. So that's kind of how it builds it out. Rainbow is every one ascended hero is 5 levels you can add to the Resonating Crystal. Again, I think 815, maybe 825 is roughly where you can cap levels out as of today. I think I've seen 815. I think that's probably the highest that I've seen is level 815. And Drez in here, guys. Drez is pretty tough to deal with. But again, the RNG factor, we're going to have to get this done. Just finished work on the way home. Mish watching the live stream. Oh, thank you, Toxic. Yeah, guys, I love doing the live streams. Most of you know on Sundays, guys, this is something that I absolutely look forward to. And there we go, guys. Lucretia gets it done. Look at the damage. 32 billion damage. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Then we get into the multi-teams. Guys, these are the ones that take a long time. And this is why a lot of players do not push the campaign, is the stages like this, again, they take an incredible amount of time to get through them, which is why, again, it's hard to get through here, or it just takes a lot of time to get through here. When you look at the Thor and Cheese, when you look at the Charizard comp, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into finishing out these stages. What's going on? Awesome. Who is the best tank? Honestly, tank-wise, there's a couple. It depends if you're looking at specifically tanks, or if you're looking specifically at like heroes that can tank, like the Awakened version of Brutus. But I would say there's a couple that fall within the classification of really good tanks, and some of them, Adrian, are kind of situational. Arthur used to be absolutely amazing. As of right now, not super effective with Arthur. Hendrik does incredibly well in that tanking role. I like him as a tank. Mishka is exceptionally well as a tank. Mishka definitely would be one to build. Again, the tanking aspect. And there's also a couple, Adrian, where when you have like the Grez combination, there we go, guys. Thorn got it done. Now, Grez is a really amazing, spectacular tank. if you do not have, if you don't have the build of actually running like an Ulna Grez combination, Grez is not going to be as effective in the campaign. Of course, other game modes, it's going to work well, but overall, you have to have the heroes built. Again, Grez has a lot of utility in there. Mishka has a lot of utility. The tanks themselves, definitely an interesting class. And I think a lot of the tanking ability has been kind of lost. It seems like if a tank does not possess either one, a very high damage mitigation factor, or two, if a tank actually doesn't have like an immunity, they die really fast. Yeah, Damon, absolutely. Jordan is a noteworthy tank. Damon is actually used even at this stage, guys. Chapter 44, we see Damon seeing a lot of utility in here. Absolutely. There's, again, the viability piece, the immunity piece, because tanks essentially get to the point where if you're running high level deficiency, they just get crushed. That's kind of what happens, Adrian, is the tanks will actually just get overrun because of the higher level deficiencies. I've been pushing recently 2/3 of the way through 40, and I love using the formation depth. Yes, Devin, absolutely. We know there was a lot of AFK inside. There was a lot of different things in there when it came to kind of building out the formations, things of that nature. The formation tab, guys, and the auto battle are probably two of the absolute best quality of life things that we have ever seen within AFK Arena, simply to make this game easier. To definitely make this game easier. And guys, we have the awakened version of Aziz in here. Kind of incredible. We're seeing him used, which is awesome. And look at that. Woke up into a stream. What is going on, Ben? Thank you for being a Hippo supporter. That is 13 months. Don't know the delay with Streamlabs. Not sure if it's going to show up or if it's going to take a little bit. Again, Streamlabs, we re-downloaded. We did everything. So I think the notification will show up eventually, but I don't know how long. And where are you at today, Ben? I know if you guys haven't caught or remember some of the live streams, Ben is usually in different countries. Ben is usually all over the globe. I think he's probably one of the absolute viewers that tune in from everywhere. I believe it was over in like China, or I believe it was Korea, a lot of different places. What's a priority on Kanisa and Rook? So the big thing, Adrian, is Kanisa and Rook is a little bit lower on the priority. We're actually seeing Kanisa, if you're looking at the PvP spec, it seems like Kanisa is much higher in the PvP spec. When you look at the treasure scramble, when you look at a bunch of different heroes, and there we go, guys, that completes that multi-stage. But like I was saying, when you look at the PvP aspect, when you look at the travel, the treasure scramble, things of that nature, Kanisa is very high. We are also seeing Kanisa used within the Cursed Realm. But again, Kanisa we are seeing run with Tarnos. So they are two very high, expensive heroes to build, which is the reason you're not really going to see them for a regular free-to-play player, even a low spender, guys. Both of those heroes take an incredible amount of investment, and both of those heroes are just very prevalent when it comes to PvP. When it comes up to the PvP aspect, that is where Kanisa is really being utilized, is that PvP aspect. Outside of there, again, outside of the PvP aspect, we're not really seeing Kanisa or Tarnos. Possibly within the tower, I would say the Celestial and the Hypogean tower, they're being utilized, but outside of there, it is pretty minimal. Malaysia today, so Ben is over in Malaysia. Like I was saying, guys, I've being in the stream for now a couple years, you really get to know a lot of the viewers that kind of join you regularly. Like Major is always here. I see a lot of comments over on YouTube, but I know Ben travels everywhere. I even know where a lot of you are living, which is kind of cool to see. Again, I love doing the streams, guys. It is so cool. Kanisa is OP on the card event. Yes, Kanisa is OP on the card event. The same with it is the exact same with Geralt. Geralt is really broken right now. If you're using Geralt within the current event, he's pretty broke. He is honestly pretty broke. Apollonier, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. Can you show us the teams in the Temple Rift? Yes, Temple Rift. I can show you the teams. Before we actually get into this, what's going on, Slow Chunk and Mr. Translator? I just got to the point of needing 5 Temple Rift teams, so I think I have to reset this, guys. Let me go ahead and I'm going to reset this. So we're going to exit. We are on floor 455 right now, so making a little bit more. I know we have about 20 days left. I'm on level 38 right now, but Temple Rift, I've actually went through a bunch of different ones. So let's go ahead. We'll sweep. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out the badges and all that. I just got to the point I leveled up to get these higher badges. I'm gonna have to go in here and figure this out, guys, because I just hit literally this morning. I hit the 5 Temple Rift teams, which I think was at 450. I think 450 added the 5th Temple Rift team in there, which means I have 20 days to make my 600 plus floors, which I'm gonna have to figure out exactly who we're running in there. In Stargazer, should I go for Awakened Brutus Star or Khazard to Mythic? Renda, I would go to Brutus for at least the first star. So the big thing is with the first star, guys, you're going to unlock the rest of, you're going to unlock essentially the rest of his abilities, which you want. If you have, and I mean with that, I would think if you have the resources to build it. So essentially, guys, if you're taking these heroes up to 1 star, and I did the same when you look at Audrey, when you look at, what was the other one that we did? I know Audrey was a big one, but we waited to add stars on them because I had 0 engraving mats because we were building our Awakened heroes. So there's no reason to rush and get Awakened Brutus to 1 star if you don't have the mats to engrave him. If you have the mats, absolutely, guys, I would prioritize building him up to 1 star, just for the simple fact, again, if you do have them. Would you recommend building Awakened Solus or Awakened Brutus? Honestly, awesome. I would Awakened Solus. I like. So this is kind of the general rule. And if you caught the guide this morning, guys, this is the way that I would recommend it. Again, a lot of players kind of have a lot of variations on that. So I would honestly, I would get 1 copy of the Awakened version of Solus for the viability. Now, there are a couple roles where, where the Awakened version of Solus is kind of required on the formations. And there's also a couple roles where you have to have the Awakened version of Solus built up to really be viable. I would get 1 copy of the Awakened version of Solus. I would build out Brutus, and then I would go back to Solus, and I would finish out Solus at that point. Again, there's a couple places where it is really key and really utilized. Look, they're using the Awakened version of Baden in this one. We could pop in Thane. We could pop in, you know what? I'm going to pop Solus in here. Let's see if we can get this one to work. But like I was saying, guys, that would be I know a lot of people say to build the Awakened version of Solus first. Either of them, you cannot go wrong. I mean, to be completely honest, you're not going to go wrong with building either of them, just because both the Awakened version of Solus and Brutus are amazing. When am I doing the summons? I want to do the summons, Ben, after we get through, hopefully, this chapter pretty quick. I'm hoping, again, this isn't going to take an incredible amount of time to get through the rest of this chapter. We'll pick up a couple of resources. We have a lot of furniture summons. Now, last time we didn't get to do the furniture summons. So I do have a lot of furniture summons that we absolutely want to build today. And then we'll see where we go from there. Good evening. What's going on? OD Jr., Geralt, Kayleen, Ascended Brutus, Kanisa. Yes, very easy, guys. If you guys have not fought Kayleen is one Rambola that I have a lot of issues with. I cannot get Kayleen down when I do the event. Super difficult to deal with Kayleen. Thank you for all the effort you put into the guides. They help me so much. Oh, thank you, Black Waffle. I got a question. What are dissolve points? So, Jizu, the dissolve points used to be the crowd control aspect. So what they did was, for instance, we had Khazard had a 60% A 60%, I believe it was a debuff that he would do within formations. They took the 60% and converted that to 60 dissolve points, which as of right now doesn't make a real big difference within the campaign. The big thing is the PvP aspect. That is where the dissolve points are going to come in, and they're going to come in the future. They come in with pets. It is going to either enhance the duration of the crowd control, or you are going to be able to nullify the crowd control depending on the dissolve points you have. So again, it used to just be a percentage based. I believe it was about 5, maybe 7 patches ago. They changed the dissolve points to an actual point system when they were building out the pets, and the pets can have those dissolve points too, which again can either boost or nullify the crowd control. How do you get new cards in the event? You need the heroes, Adrian. So as you get more new heroes, it is where you get the cards. If you don't have the heroes unlocked, you do not have access to those cards. Does your mouth get tired from all the speaking through your job and videos and streams? Not really, Apollinaire. I don't sleep very much. I do this for a living. I think at this point, between school and my job and speaking, I do it all the time. I love doing videos. Sometimes my voice gets a little tired, especially now. I mean, we're in Michigan. It's like 40 degrees. We have rain. Yesterday we had snow. Can get a little crazy just because, again, of everything going on. But voice is usually pretty good. And look at Scarlet, guys. Just the reign of terror. She is such a cool hero. I still love Scarlet, guys. I love Scarlet. Who should I pull for my choice summons, Honesta or Neve? Need 4 more for Honesta and can finish her out. Need 6 more. I would build Honesta. The big thing right now, Devin, is I am using Honesta for an absolute incredible amount. Look at this. We have to wait. There we go. I think that is the stage, guys. Boom. There we go. So we have 3 more and then the final stage. We're close. I was hoping with the levels that we've been power leveling through that we wouldn't have too many issues. And even with the level, we can get Lucretia to work incredibly well. Lucretia with Halos works phenomenal. You can see it right there, guys. It works incredibly well. Halos will buff up Lucretia right off the bat. We have the damage amplification of Rain. We have, of course, the attack and the defense boost that we're getting from Estrilda. And then we have the crowd control aspect with the plus 30 signature item of Granite. This is a wicked combination right here, guys. It is cool to see the combination that works within this formation. And it works incredibly well. You can see even here, Lucretia works incredibly well. Yeah, like I was saying, Devin, I would go for Honesta. The big thing is she is already used everywhere. So Neve, we've seen in a couple different formations. We've actually seen her coming into kind of her own being within the Cursed Realm as players continue to build her out. But overall, we know Honesta is used a ton of different places, which is the reason I would go for Honesta. It's going to be easier to get her, and she does require being built out pretty high to really be effective. The Brawler protection in there works absolutely well. Will you do the summons on the power level account too? I could, Ziad. We could definitely hop over, guys. I have a lot of diamonds on the power level account. Between the accounts, between the factions, between the time playing Eternal Evolution, I don't know what it is with that game, guys, over on my second channel, but it is really cool. As much as I don't like sci-fi and I don't like the space age games, it is a really unique, it's a pretty cool game. What's going on, Shot Gaming? I know I've been working on the furniture for both of them. Yeah, not a huge rush for most of them. I feel like Honesta is a little more powerful. Yes, absolutely. Again, I feel like Neve is going to find her place in a lot of different places, Devin. It's just going to take time. It's honestly just going to take time until a lot more players have her built and they have her built up for being viable. The other thing with Neve is similar to Honesta. To really be effective, it's kind of specific teams. It's more of a niche, and she has to be built up. So the plus 60 engraving, of course, is what buffs the minions. So it is a little bit of a different build, because essentially you're going to have the hero built up quite a bit, and you're going to have the resources for that. The new Mauler support is okay, but at least, yeah, exactly, Peter. So it seems like, again, the new Mauler support is going to find a place. Again, it might take a little bit of time, and I think we killed everyone. I love that. Let me do... Oh, I was going to do the replay on it. We killed Damon, as you've seen, with Thorin right there in our final stage, guys. Again, this is what I wanted to finish out. This was kind of the goal of today's stream. I really like to map it out, really like to goal it out, seeing what we can do. So here, Thorin Cheese, Alnagrez, Mishka, and of course with Scarlet for the crowd control within there. We have the Charmazard, and then we have Lucretia. So again, this seems like it's just going to be a little bit. Respin, not really anymore. Respin used to be super strong within PvP. Lelouch, now, as of now, Respin has been kind of put on the back burner. I don't know anywhere that Respin is really used anymore. Again, used to be huge in PvP. As of now, isn't used anywhere. Really isn't used anywhere anymore. We love seeing you consistently. We know it's tiring. Oh, thank you, Toxic. Yeah, guys, I love doing the videos. Again, I've kind of made it kind of my routine, I guess, my regular kind of go-to routine. I love doing the videos, guys. YouTube is such a cool dynamic. We know there's changes coming to it. If you're a content creator, anything like that, there's going to be a lot of changes coming. And there's going to be new games in the future. We're testing out a couple new things. Always trying new games, seeing what they're all about. But AFK Arena, we know AFK Arena 2 is coming sometime, open testing, I'm guessing next year, which would be interesting to see as well. I'm currently free to play. Do you think the game is a bit harder for us? The stage levels are too high. Yes, Apollinaire, free to play is... There's kind of both sides of that. If you're looking to be competitive with a free-to-play player, it's going to be incredibly hard because there is so much of a game dynamic. I can't imagine, and that's why I made the power level account, is how hard it would be getting in here as a new player, just for the simple fact, guys, that AFK Arena has so many heroes right now. That's kind of another difficult part, I guess, as a newer player, is with so many heroes in here, it takes a lot more. But we have wish lists, we have tier lists. You know, there's a part that is a lot more difficult, Apollinaire. There's also a part that is a lot easier, because where, you know, a player that's in chapter 30 plus already used 30 chapters of resources essentially to get heroes. So the ability for you to actually develop newer heroes, you don't quite have the resources, and a lot of the resources that we spent went to heroes that are a lot more either trash heroes or not used anymore, forgotten heroes, whatever you want to call them. There's a whole entire avenue of heroes that players built that are not used anywhere. And that's it. So free to play, you really have to set the expectation. Like I think of like when Javid, you know, talks about being a free to play player, he does incredibly well. Even my free to play accounts, I already have 2 Ascended heroes built on both of my free to play accounts. So at this point, if you are completely free to play, if you're doing things on a regular basis, you should have 2 heroes already built, which I'm assuming is either Taylene for most, maybe Brutus, or maybe you went Taylene, Solus. There's a lot of build. And again, with the Awakened Heroes, guys, you're not really going to go wrong with any of them, honestly. If you're looking at building some of them out, of course, now there is a priority list because we have them all out. But overall, the heroes do incredibly well. They definitely do incredibly well. I got 5 copies of Awakened Solus and 160 cards. Got 3 copies back to back. Wow, that is awesome, Devin. Yeah, guys, if you've seen the video I put out a couple days ago on the FHG account, it was very, very horrible summoning luck until we got to the Awakened Heroes, and then we got an absolute incredible amount of heroes very fast. So much love from South Africa. What are your thoughts on the new Beast and the new Mauler? So Dean, it seems like the new Mauler is going to find a place. Beasts are kind of give or take. Is the new beast going to make an absolute game-changing difference? No, not really at all. Is it going to be helpful in a formation? Yes, if you have the ability to build out the beast. And that is where a lot of players are kind of stuck, is they don't have the resources to build beasts because they're working on other beasts. Now, generally, even on my account, guys, I'm going to build the beast out to level 12. Once I get the beast to level 12, I'm going to drop that beast out of the wish list, because level 12 is still kind of the game-changing point for beasts with the abilities. Even though they added in kind of those sub beasts in there, guys, level 12 is really where you want to get them to. And again, I'm going to get them to level 12, and then I'm going to sub out for different beasts within the wish list, and we're just going to continue from there. Did you know that a hippo is a scary? Yes, Peter. So hippos are vicious, guys. Now, story time here for a minute. When I was in Brazil, they were talking, I think it was Brazil. They were talking about the hippos flipping the boats. When they were on the river, there was hippos. You didn't have to be afraid of course, like the snakes and things of that nature. But they were all terrified, and they were worried of hippos. They were scared of hippos, which is funny. Just to think that hippos are the big feared animals. We have a hippo at the zoo here. We actually went to the zoo yesterday. They do have a hippo at the zoo, which is cool to see. Let's try switching out the beast here. And I think this may have been a little bit earlier when the beasts weren't quite as prevalent. But yeah, the level deficiency in here, guys, it starts getting pretty high. As we continue progression in here, the level deficiencies can definitely get high. And then when we start getting to the next chapter, guys, it just gets worse, and it gets worse, and it gets worse. Farther and farther, again, with the level deficiencies. So I'm hoping, again, with ultimate abilities, this beast is actually going to do a significant amount of damage. The beasts do a pretty decent amount of damage. And it looks like even there, you can see, guys, though, beasts can change the dynamic of battles. They definitely can change it a little bit. Merlin, I got Da Vinci first because I like his skill. Yeah, kind of a combination. And again, talking about the guide we put out this morning, Merlin and Da Vinci, both of them are incredibly well. They work in a lot of different formations, and they do work very well. I personally like Leo because out of the other store we get Joan of Arc out of there. So versus getting Joan of Arc and Merlin at the same time, I actually picked Joan of Arc and Leo would be my two choices. Again, looking at them separately, if you're not building out Joan and going for Merlin just from that support aspect, I would. But if you're getting Joan, if you're focused on Joan, I would pick up Leonardo before I picked up Merlin, versus just, again, having another defensive hero in there. I would really change it out a little bit. It's easier when you copy formations. Yes, copying formations, I love. Took me 1,000 retries. Wow, that is insane, Rambola. 1,000 retries are a lot, guys. And we know that is a lot of AFK Arena, guys. When you start getting into high level deficiencies, either you're going to level or you're going to do an absolute asinine amount of retries, which it's going to be vice versa. Either you're going to do a lot of retries for the level deficiencies, and we're what, 200 plus here, which is pretty high at this point. I know, again, even the next chapter goes a lot faster. Eins Comp no longer in meta. Yes, we do see it. Occasionally, Eins Comp will work. Big thing is you have to have Eins really, really built to be able to push through. So Eins, you do have to have built. If you combine Mortis in there, works incredibly well, again, with the buffs. Also, if you have Eins in here and you're running Halos in here, will work similar to what we just seen with Lucretia. That will also work as well. Again, just because of the damage. Eins gets to the point, guys, where you're not going to be able to kill the targets because you're not putting enough damage. So you have to make Eins stronger. You have to boost up Eins. And there we go, guys. Olnegrez gets it done again, which I love. I already have Taylene at Mythic Plus. Do you recommend her to Ascended? Here's Wendy. Yes. If you already have the Awakened version of Taylene at Mythic Plus, absolutely just finish the build on there. There's no reason to start over with another hero, Wendy. Absolutely, guys. If you've taken it that far, since it's only 3 copies from Mythic Plus to Ascended, absolutely. And then even with the Awakened version of Taylene, guys, I would go ahead and get those 3 additional copies to add the star on there. Because again, you have to get those heroes built. You have to get the viability of the Awakened heroes comes with unlocking their skills. If you're not, so think of it, with the 4 different skills, if you're missing an entire aspect, let's say you don't engrave the hero, let's say you don't do furniture, you're missing a whole entire part, guys. And there it is. Chapter 44 is completed. Now, I have never seen 45. So we're going to get in here, guys. We are going to see chapter 45. And there we go. Congratulations. We did finish out 44. Next chapter, the Blissful Castle. There it is, guys. We have an autumn-looking castle. So 45-1. Very cool. I definitely wanted to push into this. And you can see even here, guys, a lot of heroes. There's Willow Lord. Follow a lot of those campaigns, and season 8 frames are around here. We're still rocking the season 7, but there is 45, guys. We wanted to see it. We definitely wanted to see this. So we'll collect up our loot. We get a couple stages. We get a couple of our tier 4 stones. Boom, 20 more Stargazer cards, a tier 3 stone there, which brings us into 45. We are into 45 at this point, guys. It is very, very cool to see. Check out the pets. Let's look at the pets, guys. So looking over here, Beast Ground, again, we have 9, 7, and 6. These were kind of the original beasts that we were building. Even here, guys, we have the little rock one in there, but I'm going to build up all 3 of these. Now, all 3 of these have been the top priority. Once I get the Winged Lion, that has been my focus. But once I get the Winged Lion up to 12, I am going to go ahead and swap the Winged Lion out. Probably going to add in probably Bello for the healing aspect. But again, 12 is what we're looking for. We have a lot of bait in here. We can use the bait. We can go ahead and do our summons, which is going to be awesome. Yeah, add stars through the Stargazer. Sorry about that, Wendy. Yes, when you get her built, the stars will come from the Stargazer. The stars do not come from the time emblems. Definitely building those out. Have I ever been to South Africa? Dean, yes, I have. So 2000, so God, 22 years ago. Yes, I was in South Africa. We actually had our Marine Corps ball in South Africa when I was doing a Unitos with the Marine Corps. It was a lot of years ago, but yes, I've been to South Africa. We've seen the jackass penguins. That's what they call them down there. It was very, very cool to see. Watch your videos. I'm a free-to-play player stuck at chapter 30. Any tips? Honestly, Ivan, levels. Levels are going to make the biggest rule. When you look at every hero in their entirety, guys, building up this resonating crystal, focusing on building this resonating crystal is a game changer, guys. It is really the biggest part of AFK Arena that you can focus on is that resonating crystal. All right. Do you buy baits from the store? No, absolutely not, Winnie. They are stupid expensive in here. Guys, when you come to the store, do not buy these 8 baits for 320 diamonds. They need baits in the store with gold. They do not need them for diamonds. Even here, guys, 10 elemental cores for 200. The cores and the baits are just honestly, it is too expensive. It is way too expensive. Is Thorin needed E30? No, do not by any means, guys. And this is kind of the PSA for the video. Do not engrave Thorin, guys. I engraved Thorin when engraving came out. He does not work very well with the engraving, especially taking him to a plus 30. Little bit of engraving, you can, but Thorin, do not engrave, guys. You can put, again, a little bit of the attacking aspect on him, but you don't want the defensive aspect. You do not want to build him up with the engraving. Absolutely not. And don't buy the baits or the engraving mats in there. All right, guys, so we got a couple summons. I've been doing the new demonic invasion, getting these. So here's some soul stones for Hogan. Boom, we got a couple of those for Mario. Make sure you're getting to the point, guys, that you are actually finishing out the demonic invasion, not only for the scrolls and the diamonds, but you also get some free copies, and you got one copy of Wukong in there, which you do want to build out. All right, guys, so one superb stone. Boom, it is rain again. And then we have 5 here. Celestials and Hypogens. We are hoping for to get out of here. Boom, there we go. We got an Eevee. Definitely good. We got double copies of Peggy, which we don't need. Again, those are food. But we got a copy of Nevi. Nevi is already pretty well built. I believe ascended at 1 star. I think maybe we can take her to 1 star now. We can take her to 2 stars. Now, she is still in the shop, guys. Remember, we can get a lot of additional loot out of the shop, and we have almost everyone done, guys. I'm super, super excited looking at our wish list. Again, we put in our new Mauler. We have Nevi in there for a little bit more. That's all we have, guys. These are the heroes that are not at 5 stars already, so we are definitely close. I buy the cores just because I want them. I know they aren't a good buy, but there's a few ways to acquire them. The big thing, Shot Gaming, is when you're looking at the cores, get them out of the events, because what you're doing essentially for your account is you're sacrificing your Stargazer. So you're using all of the diamonds to buy the cores versus using all of the diamonds to actually pick them up out of the Stargazer, which is where you should be focusing time and effort. A hero with a plus 60 engraving is not going to replace a hero if you do not have them built at all. Again, out of the events, this is the place you really want to buy cores, guys, is cores, red chests out of here. If you want to build some of the heroes, I got 1 copy of Valoris because I'm building out Valoris. And then if you're early game, guys, this is really good. The Durza artifact early makes a big, big difference with progression. I actually bought a lot of the Durza's Call on the power level account just because I wanted to level that up to continue with Damon with the carry. And what's going on? Fooly Cooley, look at that. Our second Hippo supporter. Thank you very much for being a member to the channel. And if you guys seen, guys, we hit 28,000. We are over 28,000 subscribers right now. I woke up this morning. We were over 28,000 already, which is incredible. We're going to do a big giveaway at 30,000 subscribers. So we have another 2,000, which is going to take us a couple months, but I am perfectly okay with that because we are making solid progression. There we go. We'll pick up some more free loot out of there. If I just got Nevi to Ascended. Yeah, Nevi is good, guys. What do you think? Is the E60 engraving on Yennefer worth it? Honestly, I would say no. The big thing with here is this barrier only stays on the allied side fully. So what that means is if nobody's over on the allied side, this doesn't do anything. Yennefer is not really there, in my opinion, to do a lot of damage. She really doesn't do some damage. I know maybe in a niche situation, and I believe within one cursed realm comp, she does some damage. But overall, is this going to make a big difference? Again, maybe in a niche situation or a specific formation, I wouldn't do the 60. The 30 I like just because of the damage. Now, a lot of players have said the E30 on her will do incredibly well because of this damage amplification that she gets with the Thunder Magic, allowing her to do more damage, and that is really what carries her damage-wise. The 60, I probably wouldn't build, and I'm not going to build. Again, just because it's situational. I don't like things in the game that are kind of situational. What happens when you leave free spaces? So if you leave free spaces, it will randomly summon any hero, which means we could see elites, we could see, our Hogans, our legendary heroes. If you leave them empty, it will randomly summon anyone. What's going on, George? Yeah, so these are just empty slots. And again, guys, I'm not really focused on building anyone in particular, short of the ones that I have in the wish list. But let's see, guys. Let's see if we can keep the streamer luck going. Let's see if we can get a free awakened hero out of here. I'm hoping with our scrolls we could possibly get some more copies. Got some more rare food, which again, rare food we just recycle, which there we go, guys. There's a copy of Rosaline. Again, just going to be food at this point. But we have 54,000 diamonds. I'm going to use some of those in the Stargazer. There we go. One more elite, which is a star. Definitely use that, guys. We don't have a star all the way up to 5 stars as of right now. Then we do have Maulers. I'm going to summon again for the new Mauler. Maybe that is it. It is a copy of Alero. I think Alero might be at 5 stars at this point, though. And then Nevi, with 7 days left, guys, I'm just going to pick up my last 2 copies in here. That way we can throw another star. I'm thinking if we can get the furniture card for getting her kind of built out, I'll be okay with it. I will definitely be okay with building out or getting the free loot in there. And there we go, guys. 1 and 2 for Nevi. Let's go for our new Mauler. Mauler we don't have unlocked yet. Yeah, and that's my thought. Rambola is. It seems like the E30 Yennefer is really well. I know the furniture you have to have on there as well, which works incredibly well. Who would be better to get to E60 first, Raku or Oden? Oden. The big thing with Oden, guys, is it increases his damage, increase his haste with the E60. Overall, Raku will do well with the 60. Both of them you're going to kind of prioritize. You're going to build to 60 eventually. And look at that. Our Archetype, very cool, guys. Got the diamonds out of there. We're continuing with the Awakened version of Taylene in here. We have 30 cards now, which is awesome. Yeah, that's it, Rambola. You will build both. Call me crazy, but why not put heroes in those slots that aren't full 5 stars rather than random? Because random could be used. The big thing, Shot, is with the random heroes, I just recycle them all. I get so many heroes in here, guys. We do an incredible amount of summons in here. I don't really care who I get in there. A hero's a hero. I recycle them all for food using my rare heroes anyways to build them up. What's going on, Sono Rez? Thank you for joining us for the stream. All right, guys, we got 3 pulls here. Let's see if we can get some copies, or is it just going to be a bunch more resources again? 1, 2, there we go, guys. We got 1 copy. Remember, 1 copy is always 1 copy closer to having her build, guys. Little by little, there is 1 more copy of the Awakened version of Taylene. Again, little by little, guys, we're building them out. Now, when it comes to Valoris, we have Valoris here. We have 1 extra copy already. So we need 5. I need 5 copies of Valoris. I'm going to go ahead and build her out. I know we're going to have more coming down the line. But again, I am going to just build her out. We kind of went back and forth last time. I want to summon and I want to build her out. Guys, yeah, Oden is really good. Oden, you can't go wrong. Raku, you can't go wrong. You just said a star copy could go towards building her all the way out. Oh, yeah, 1 copy. A star is in there to getting her to 5 stars. So a star, I believe, is at 4 stars right now, so I need 1 more copy. Now, every hero that I need a copy of, Shot, is in here. So every hero that I need is in here right there. There's a star, there's Nevi. Every hero that I need stars on are in here. The rest of it, again, is just the random summons. Would it be better to gaze for PvP first, Audrey or Zap? Honestly, with those 2, Audrey. The big thing with Audrey, guys, is Audrey, not only for the PvP aspect, does incredibly well, but Audrey is going to be the absolute driving force when you get to the Celestial Tower. Audrey is one of the biggest damage dealer. The Awakened version of Taylene and Audrey are the 2 Pitor. On when you're looking at the Celestial Tower, you want Audrey built. You have to have her built. The damage she puts out is incredible. She is also used in a couple of the Cursed Realm comps, which is very cool. Why do I always wear a cap? I do when I don't do my hair. A lot of my videos, you guys will actually see me without a cap. If I'm going to work, if I'm coming from work, I do my hair every single day, guys, depending what I'm doing. The big thing is if I'm going to work, can't wear hats, can't anything like that. But I just do for the stream. I wake up on Sunday. We got a lot of stuff going on. Run to the stores, shopping, things of that nature. So there is quite a bit, guys. 83 cards, 42,000. We need 5. 5 copies of Audrey, or excuse me, of Valoris. Let's see what we can do. Even the resources in here, guys, we need a lot of resources. We continue to kind of build this up. And so far, not any luck. And she's going to make us go all the way, guys. There we go. That is 1 copy. So we got 4 left in here. Would be cool to see the diamonds. Would be cool to see a double copy of Valoris. There we go, guys. That takes to 3, 37,000 left. And there we go. Back-to-back copies. That takes us to 2, 32,000 left. We need 2 more copies. Could we possibly pull this out? Just 2 left. There's another one, guys. We need 1. We got 3 pulls. We need 1. We need 1. We got 3 pulls. Let's see, guys. Let's see if we can get our final copy. Or is the game just going to tell us no? So 1, 2, 3, just some more cards. We do have a couple singles, which again, every single one, guys, is 1 copy closer to getting her built out. We'll do 2 more pulls in here, or 4 more. There's 2, 1, and the final pull, guys. Could we do it? The final pull. It is just some more resources. So unfortunately, no luck. I don't like going to the 0 diamonds just in case we need them for something. We already have the plus 30 signature item on there, so we're 1 single copy short, which is still good. I don't think we're going to get any more loot out of here. Cards, I'm going to go ahead and open my cards just because, again, we're trying to build them out. There's 16,000 essence, guys. That's going to give us another level in there, which is going to be very cool to see. And it is our new Mauler. Very nice. Pretty good. That is why I wait to do this, to do the summons, guys. Absolutely streaming. I feel like I have the best luck in the world. There is an unlock for the hero. There's a copy of Nevi again, guys. Double copies of Cecilia. And then, of course, food to recycle. We got a lot of copies to recycle in there, guys, but I think that is about all of the resources that we got. Again, more levels, level deficiencies. Gonna be huge getting through here. Let's see. Again, just some more food. We'll continue. We'll continue with the fodder recycle. All right, guys. Let's see if we can go in here. We're 1 copy shy. But I think we got, what do we get? We got the new hero, which is good. We got that other copy of Nevi, which gives us some essence, which means, of course, continuing to power out and power level the Elder Tree. Back to sorcery. Now the furniture. Now we didn't summon last week. Remember, we didn't summon last week, guys. 52,000 Poe coins. We have a lot of heroes that are close. We still 7 of 9, 7 of 9, 8 of 9. Again, we have the new Mauler in there. We got to make sure we put Valoris in here. Actually, let's finish out 1 of these heroes, and then we'll put Valoris in here. Use scroll. Oh, stargazing 100%. Use the scrolls. We will in a second. So no res. Let's run through the furniture. And then depending, since we're not adding 1 in here, we might be able to get a copy. There's a copy for Albedo. How close was Albedo? I think Albedo was 7. That gives us 8. I'm going to have to pay attention, guys. We don't want to pull the duplicate furniture. Now, if you do not have a hero at 9 of 9, you will not get duplicate furniture. There is 3 of 9, I believe, for Yennefer. If you keep a hero at 9 of 9 furniture in your wish list, it will give you duplicate furniture. A lot of players have been asking about that. If you leave them in at the 9 of 9 furniture, you will get duplicates. You do get duplicates. There's our first copy for Tresnar, guys. Got to build him out. There's 1 for Geralt. 1, 2, 3 in a row, guys. There is Kayleen, and I believe that finishes it for Kayleen. There's the 9 of 9, 30, which is good. So we can actually drop her out. Boom, there we go. I'm dropping Valoris in. She is going to be one that we're building. And then, of course, we have the new Mauler in there. We have an 8 already. We're going to be able to finish some of these heroes out, guys. Definitely. I'm thinking of the 45k diamonds, but I'm not sure I want to burn them on Stargazing Alna. Jordan, depending how many heroes you have. So the big thing, guys, is when you start building out heroes, as long as you're getting Stargazer cards within the faction towers, I would go ahead and I would do Stargazer summons. If you're not at the point of getting those out of the Stargazer, I would continue getting normal heroes. I would definitely. Didn't you just leave her? Oh no, we're swapping them out. And I believe that finishes out Albedo, which goes to 9 of 9. So who is next, guys? Who do we have in here? I know Taylene, again, we're going to be building out. We have 7 right there. We do have him a hero. We do have, I might put Mortis in there. Then I believe most of these are already very close to the 9 of 9. Baba Yaga we could actually put in there. But I'm going to put in Taylene. Just that way, because when we do get to building Taylene, which we are right now, when she's done, we'll already have furniture for her. Yeah, Albedo with 9 furniture. The big thing, Winnie, is when you look, you use Albedo for everything. Does Albedo need the 9 of 9 furniture? No, but Albedo is utilized for so much content in AFK Arena. It will not hurt. Tarnos I will build eventually. I think after Valoris, I'm going to build Tarnos in double copies right there, guys. Treznar, and we got Valoris. I think Tarnos is going to be next. Remind me, Love Linus. But again, I think I'm going to do Tarnos next. Is going to be kind of the next one that we build and we focus on building. Treznar goes to the 2 of 9 furniture on there. We have 2 cards, which means, who do we got? 7, 8, 9. You know what? I'm going to go for Solus. The big thing, guys, of course, Solus 9 of 9 furniture is very, very important, especially because we're using our Twisted Realm, Cursed Realm. We're using her a bunch of different places, guys. So we need to race to unlock the rest of her abilities with the 9 of 9 furniture. So we're 3 short on there, but we are really close, which is cool to see, guys. 6 already. We're going to build her out. Then we'll go to Taylene. Never ends, guys. Never ends. What's going on, Subhen Master? What's up? I currently have Yennefer 2030. Eventually, probably just the signature item. It's not really required, but where you have her built is ideal. There's not really a big drive to build Yennefer much higher than that. You kind of have her on the ideal build right there. So 3, so we have 1 more, which is going to be a mythic. Look at that. And it is Taylene, guys. Again, 1 closer to Taylene. Once we have her built, we'll have the furniture for her already, which is what I want. Oh, definitely Sienna. I'll do the summon. I'm thinking probably tonight. You're building out Tarnos. Tarnos eventually, Sono Res, not right now. But yes, I've been meaning to get to the summon. Tonight I actually have a little bit of time. We should be able to do the summon tonight. Viewer summon coming up, guys. I've really been slacking on the viewer summons. I just got 28 ascended. You should be good then, Jordan. That's the time you want to start stargazing. Absolutely. If you have 28 ascended heroes, there's not really a big drive. That is when you want to stargaze. Definitely. So looking at the Oaken, guys, look at this. 572 mythic pieces of furniture. It's getting there. It takes an incredible amount of time. Now let's see if by chance we can get some of our resources to align. If we can get the stars to align to give us a copy of Valoris. Again, we have a couple regular summons in here. Diamonds I'm going to save. I don't know if this is going to result in anything, but we are close. There's Hogan for some more recycle food. Got an elite, guys, which is Respin. It would be funny if it was Valoris. And I was literally just thinking about that, how cool it would be if we pulled a copy of Valoris from a single summon out of here. All right, so that gives us 1 left, and it is just some more resources. So again, 0 here. We got nothing else in here. Pretty much exhausted everything. We got more levels to gain, which is awesome. Resonating Crystal, of course, going to have a huge impact as we're getting into our new chapter at this point. And there we go. So I've been saving up my red chest as well. Let me look at furniture. The furniture, we have 2 for Valoris, we have 1 for Taylene. So again, we're just going to kind of save those at this point. Recycling furniture, because a lot of players ask, are recycling heroes. Essentially, when you do get 60 ascended heroes minus the dimensional heroes like we've talked about before, I take heroes like Warwick. I already have these at 5 stars, and we just already have Savius. So there we go. We recycle again. So we get another copy of Legendary Plus Savius. Rickety Cart, that is when the retirement here comes into 1, 2, 3. I keep 2 Legendary Plus, retire. With the hero coins we get, of course, we can come over here and just pick up some more tree juice and also all of our diamonds, or all of our stones. That's what we're building. Yeah, so no res. Eventually, Tarnos, I'm going to build out. And what's going on, Shade? We have a new subscriber, guys. That is 1, very low on the subscriber base for today's stream, but we are definitely getting there again. We're over 28,000 subscribers already, which is awesome. Probably a 1 in a million chance. Yeah, exactly, Shot Gaming. I thought maybe with the streaming luck might be, I got Lucy to 5 stars, E30, 5 of 9. Yeah, Lucy, you want to build out, guys. If you're talking about Lucretia, you want to max out. You want the 9 of 9 furniture. You want the E60 engraving, absolutely. I'm lost Yennefer in the last time. Can I get furniture? The only lost Yennefer in the last time. Can I get in the future? So eventually, Aether, you will get to the point where I'm not sure if they're here yet. They will put the heroes in here. So if you did not get Yennefer, if you missed out on Geralt, there will be a point, Aether, where they will be in here. It usually takes a couple weeks before you can actually garrison the unit. You'll be able to eventually you will be able to get the heroes in here. Over time they add them all in here. So again, Geralt and Yennefer will be in here eventually. Since you missed Yennefer, you're just gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait till they show up in there. Imagine a wish list for Celestials and Hypogens. Yeah, exactly, Shot Gaming. They're gonna have to add something in there. What's going on, Mark? Looking at our heroes, again, there's so many heroes in here now within AFK Arena. To build them out takes an incredible amount of time. Again, new players, it's hard because there are so many heroes within the game to build out. Now in here, I wanted to build out, I believe Nevi. I was going to build out Nevi because she's at 28. We're going to go ahead and we're going to build her out. There we go. Plus 30, which means that we're going to get some free chests, I think, out of here. And the hero with growth. There we go. So I used some resources together, got 15 of those back. Furniture, we're going to have to build out a little bit, and we're going to take her probably to the 5 stars. That way we can get the free mythic furniture, which I like. Bello, we're not even worrying about right now, which is kind of crazy. And as you can see, guys, we made it to chapter 45. This was really the push that we wanted to do. Make sure, guys, that you're going in the Shadow Invasion. If you guys checked out the Shamira video, guys, she is broken to no end. You can literally just stand there and she will kill everything herself. It's incredibly, incredibly cool to see that they gave her a place. I know a lot of players wanted her, including myself, wanted her to be the Awakened hero. Unfortunately, we did not get her as the Awakened hero, but putting her in here, I feel like they made up for a little bit. I feel like they really did make up for a little bit. Get your loot out of here. Definitely get your scrolls out of here. And then, of course, the quest, guys. What you want is this right here. Wukong, adding copies on him as they give us free copies of him. You can actually recycle him once you have him ascended 5 stars. Same thing with the Rickety Cart. We can actually use and replace heroes. So if I wanted to build, let's say, Valoris, I can actually use Celestials and Hypogens to build out Celestials and Hypogens, but you can do the same with some of the other heroes. You can actually do this with Awakened heroes. So if you have an Awakened hero, you have to swap Awakened heroes for Awakened heroes and regular heroes for essentially don't get regular heroes out of there. That's really the big one. Do I buy the premium pass in the heroes progression? I do not. I do not buy the premium pass in there. The only one that I buy, guys, and I'll show you kind of a run through of what we do pick up there's only a very few things that we pick up in here. One is the monthly cards. So we get both of the monthly cards, and then Noble Society, I pick up Champions of Espria. I pick up the Twisted Bounties, and that's it. Those are really the only two that I do. I don't pick up the Premium Pass within the hero cards. Again, they have a lot of offers in here. I do not. I don't pick any of these up. I'm very, very limited. I set my budget every single month for what we spend in AFK Arena. I know last month I went over because of the new heroes, but overall, guys, we've set the budget for how much we spend in here, which is a great way to do it, to make sure that you're not just spending an absolute incredible amount of money. Yep, monthly cards are super worth it, especially if you're looking at these cards, guys. The Alpinist pack, the Climbers pack, the rewards. This is probably still the best purchase within AFK Arena. If you're looking to buy something, this is where it's at, guys. These are the best, followed, in my opinion, by the monthly cards. I love these 2 monthly cards because I get time emblems every day, which means between there and the shop, I get 2 every single day, guys, with the time emblems, which allows me to build out those heroes. This is pre-buying essentially for the Stargazer, pre-buying for the time emblem or the Temple of Time, which is really the way to focus on there. All right, guys, so we're gonna do our giveaway. So let me hop over. Every single time that we do our stream, we do 1 membership giveaway, if not more. Last time we did 5. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm going to do our membership gifting. Now this goes to a random member that is in chat, guys. So when we do the membership, it goes to, again, a regular, it goes to a random member that is within chat. So there we go. I put in the request, takes a minute, and then it goes. So the gifted membership today is going to, and it takes a minute to show up. Yeah, Shamira rules in the Shadow Invasion. Alexander, congratulations, Alexander, for the gift membership. Maybe next time, Shot Gaming. Again, we're gonna do a big giveaway at 30,000 subscribers. Right now, we're over 18, so we are there. And look at that, Javid joins us right at the very, very end, guys. What's going on, Javid? Thank you for joining us, and congratulations to Alexander. If you look, Javid, we actually got into chapter 45. So just amazing, 45. Even looking here though, guys, look at the levels. So we're at 865. So we're at what, 207? I think 207 right there. But look at the end of this. Boom, 926, guys. Crazy. That is absolutely crazy, guys. 926 is the end of this. So what is that mathematically? 926 minus 658 is crazy. Oh, what's going on? Sono Res gifted memberships out. Look at that. Thank you for gifting the membership, Sono Res. Again, it's my way of giving back to you guys. I love doing it. I love seeing the little hippos out there. Big shout out. That is amazing. We got Arendra, Mark, Dean, Dark Lucifer picks up a gift membership, and Pluto as well. Congratulations to you guys with the memberships right there. Every single month that you get, 1 month, what is it? 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. Even looking at Sono Res, big shout out to him. He has that golden hippo next to there. That is months and months of having memberships to the channel, guys. There are different hippos that you accumulate within time, which is really cool. So again, big shout out for that, guys. And I just wanted to say, guys, thank you for all the love and support for the channel. We have been doing absolutely phenomenal. I'm loving AFK Arena, probably more than I ever have. Making some more progression in here, getting some new heroes. We have a lot of things that are coming down the line with this game. Can't wait till the Christmas events. We know that the Christmas events are coming pretty soon, guys, which is going to be awesome. And look at that, we have a new subscriber as well. Thank you, Alex, for subbing to the channel. There we go. Rendra has the hippo now, and Sono Res, 27 months. Look at that. That is the highest hippo, is the golden hippo that you guys can get there. 27 months going strong. Very, very cool. Oh, thank you, Winnie. Thank you for joining us. We do this every Sunday. Now, I do usually try to do 1 live stream during the week. That is kind of at an off time. That way, a lot of players that can't make this stream can make. Usually, I do like a Tuesday, Wednesday night, depending on what we have coming up. The big thing, Shot Gaming, is you can't gift it to someone. That's the big thing. Is right now we have 140 people in chat, or 140 viewers on the stream. You cannot specifically gift it to a person. It literally does it randomly through the YouTube algorithm system, whatever they have. It goes through and it actually just assigns it to someone. And you can see Devin's hippo right there too, guys. He's got the little silver hippo, not quite the gold, but he is absolutely getting there. So again, guys, getting ready for the event. Now, one thing that I do want to say is looking at what Dali is saying, it seems to be that we're going to be getting, and if you look through here, it is going to be, in speculation right now, is, where is it? I think we missed it. The music. With so many disasters in place, many have placed their faith in this holy man, but some are skeptic. A lot of players are saying we're going to be seeing a warrior, a light bearer warrior. So this definitely looks like it is going to be a light bearer. I'm thinking possibly tank, but a lot of players are saying warrior. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see exactly what it looks like and who is going to be coming, guys. But again, a lot of players are saying that we are going to see a new light bearer hero, which absolutely I feel like we're due for a light bearer hero. We just got support. We got the awakened version of Baden in here. So the holy man is coming. We're going to have to see exactly who that is. Whatever happened to Dislike. So big thing with this Dislike is we played Dislike for about a month and a half, and that's it. They started having a lot of issues. Dislike really had no end game. So a lot of players were pushing content. They got to a certain point of Dislike, and there was nothing to do short of farming. So you were kind of stuck at a point of playing Dislike that there wasn't anything to do, which was my fear when I started. I noticed it really, really early that there wasn't any end game. They need to build in a lot of the end game effort in there. That is missing. That is definitely missing for Dislike. So it could be kind of a work in progress over the next couple months. And for me, guys, the retro anime kind of feel, I don't really like it very much. I'm more of a, old school, even the 3D modeling, the sword and board, the shields, the old school, medieval times are the heroes that I love to play. Even looking at AFK Arena, even looking at, Infinite Magic Raid, kind of similar. And also I've caught on to Eternal Evolution. Very, very cool. It's a really unique game again, guys, and I've enjoyed it. It's been really, really cool to see that there's a sci-fi game that I've kind of picked up on, which I like. Yeah, and that's what happened. It seems like an absolute ton of players have kind of dropped off Dislike because there really wasn't much to do. You really ran out of really ran out of things to do. That's kind of the big thing. But all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's stream. Again, guys, thank you guys for joining me. All the love and support for the channel. 28,000 subscribers plus, which is insane. Holy man, I know, that's what I thought. I thought of like Ulard's friend, depending the holy man. But it makes me wonder if they're going to do support Javid, because we did support, we got support. Are they just going to add more support into our light bearers? Which again would be kind of crazy to see that they're adding triple support into the teams. Again, which would be kind of crazy. So again, guys, that'll do it for today's live stream. Definitely, again, thank you for all of the love and support. I want to see a Santa Claus. I want to see a Santa Claus skin, and I want to see the Santa Claus skin on Mizoth. I would love to see him dressed as Santa Claus. I think that would be just absolutely hilarious. Keep the helmet, but do Santa Claus. It would be awesome. Sienna, again, I'm going to make a note right now that I want to do the viewer stream, or excuse me, the viewer summons. Definitely going to focus on that tonight. Should be able to get it done. So a little bit later tonight. Right now I got to run out and I have to go shopping. So again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for live stream. All the love and support for the channel. And as always, thank you guys for watching.